when the bombs have dropped and the dust has cleared. There's no need to fret, no need to fear. Get your body moving, don't you quit in the wasteland. It's time for ApocaFit. Time for ApocaFit.
Going to tackle a full body session that will get you strong and ready for whatever the wastes have to throw at you. Start with our warm-up to get the blood flowing. We'll dive into a series of exercises that will boost our strength and endurance and eventually our agility. We don't need any fancy equipment, just what we've got already. A workout is suitable for beginners, whether you're just emerging from a vault or you've been out in the waste for a while and you just want to up your game, or maybe you just didn't put enough into your game to begin with. And we'll also finish with a cool down. It'll just be some light stretching. Out in the wasteland, exercise is self-care. When you've had a long day of raiding or scavenging or just trying to find a sip of non-irradiated water, taking the time for yourself to really center yourself can really improve your next outing. So let's get right into it. Make sure you have plenty of water and we can just get right into it. So the first exercise we're going to do is a warm-up. It is jumping jack. Now a jumping jack, if you want to do easy mode, you can just do 1 foot out, 1 foot in with your arms straight up in the air, laterally against your body. You can do this slow or fast. If you want to do a full jumping jack, it's just out, in, out, in. And we're going to do this for 1 minute. Begin. Ready? Let's go. You can do anything for a minute, and if you need to do the step out, let's do that. Ready? Just a few more seconds. You got this. Keep slapping my guy over here. We're almost there. Getting those muscles nice and warmed up. Take a break if you need to. But you're almost there. You made it through it. You did it. This one is going to be squats. Just some really simple air squats. You're gonna start with your feet, about shoulder width apart. Depending on your anatomy, you may need to do more narrow. You may need to do wider, depending on your anatomy. You can turn your toes slightly out. What you want is to have a nice foundation to really push those heels into the ground, okay? You also want to brace your core, because if there's a death claw or a raider, somebody swiping at your internal organs, you want to be able to, really just, be quick getting it back. Okay, so we're gonna sit down. We found a nice little comfortable chair out in the waste. We're gonna sit down. You may need to lean forward like me because of your anatomy. And I want you to go down as far as you can, back up, okay? And we're gonna do these for 1 minute. Let's go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Got that core really braced. Remember to breathe. We're just doing this for 1 minute. You can do it slow or fast. I did already go to the Wasteland gym today and have an 1.5 hour workout with weights. So I'm gonna go a little bit slow because my body's already kind of tired. I did a big back day. Actually, it was a chest day, and I got a PR today. Well, at least PR since I lost a lot of weight. I did 135 for 5 on the bench press. And honestly, I couldn't be happier with that. A few weeks ago, I couldn't hit the 135. And we have just a few more seconds left. All right, that's it. You did a minute of squat. The next warm-up we're going to do is arm circles. We're going to do small ones. If you want to do hard mode, You could do really big circles, but we're just gonna do small ones. We're gonna get our shoulders activated. Remember, warm muscles are less likely to tear. They're less likely to be injured. And you can also, it also helps like prepare your body to tell it what you're going to be doing. So arms straight out like this. We'll do 30 seconds. Let's go. I'm gonna go back. You can go forward if you want, but I'm just gonna do small controlled movements. Just 30 seconds. You're doing great. You showed up, you're here. You should be really proud of yourself. It's not easy to show up. It's not easy to show up. A lot of times I show up to the, to the Wasteland gym, and I don't feel like it. But I think if I take enough, jet, then I usually get into the mood. Go ahead and go the other direction. I think I did backwards before. So small movements, controlled. You really want to think about when you're exercising, you want to think about those muscles that are engaged. The shoulders, we've got the smaller scapular muscles. We've got your delts. We've got your rear delts. Just remember, you're almost through it. We're almost done. You could just a few more seconds. Good job, we're done. The next movement we're gonna do is glute bridges. I gotta reset my camera for this one. For this glute bridge, we're gonna wanna get on our backs. And you're gonna try to put your feet a little bit more underneath you if you want a more glute focus, hamstring focus. And we're just gonna push up to the top. And we're gonna do this for 1 minute. You can do this as slow as or as fast as you would like. I'm gonna squeeze at the top for a minute. Again, like I said, I did already work out for an hour and a half today. And you could do this a little faster. If you haven't done a workout today, just squeeze at the top there. Squeeze, you got it. You got it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yeah, you can start to feel that burn there. We're only doing this for a minute. You can do anything for a minute. Well, you can do anything for, we just have a few seconds left. So just go ahead and push through it. If you're not able to, that's okay. If you only did 10 seconds, that's totally okay. Take a rest, get a drink of water, and keep going, Come to the next exercise with me. Even if you can only do a few reps, you still showed up, and you should be really proud of yourself. You did a whole minute. Good job. And if you didn't do a whole minute, don't be discouraged. We're on a journey. Oh no, this is a long quest, okay? This is the main quest. And at the end of it, you're gonna be several hundred levels above where you are now, and happier for it. What we're gonna do is knee highs. It's essentially knee highs are just gonna be marching in place. We're gonna bring our knees up, up, up. If you wanna do hard mode, you can do knee slaps, which are a lot more aerobic, okay? So otherwise you can just kind of stomp on a rad roach, don't hurt yourself. Let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna do this for 1 minute, okay? If you wanna swing your arms at the same time, you can. The whole point of doing these exercises is to bring blood flow to your muscles, right? We're just getting our muscles warm. We're just getting our muscles warm. We're telling our muscles, hey, get ready for some activity. Get ready. So just 1 minute. You can do this for 1 minute. It's just marching in place. You got this. You've got this. And don't forget, between exercises, let's take a break between exercises if you need to. You can pause this broadcast. And if you're a lady of a certain age, like myself, and you've been doing this in the waist for a while, you might really feel this in your hips. Ooh, I know I am. But you've got this, just a few seconds left. You got this far, you showed up, you're doing the work, you're putting the work in, we're doing it together. All right, that's a minute. The next one I'm gonna do is torso twist. So we're just gonna twist our torsos right? If you want to do easy mode, you can do here. This is great. I want you to really, plant your feet into the ground, and I want you to brace your core while you're doing this. You should be holding your core really tight in this movement, and I just want you to move the upper part of your body. You may not have this much mobility, and that's okay. If you can only move a little, you're still moving. That's the whole point, right? If you want to do hard mode, you can throw some punches, you can throw some uppercuts. You really want to brace, your torso, or you want to brace your abs really strong in this movement. So just a nice little torso twist. Okay, you can do your arms out like this. Just remember, we're going to keep our hips straight and we're going to brace our core. If you want to do some punches, you can do some punches. We may work these in eventually to our workouts to do more combat focused exercises. But we're just doing this for a minute. You can do uppercuts. We're still twisting the torso. Okay. We can do crosses. Okay, but we're still just twisting the torso. We're still keeping that foundational movement, twisting the torso. Okay. Just a few seconds left. You've got this. If you want to do variations, you can. You can do arms out like this. Okay. Remember, we're keeping our hips planted in one place. We're not moving anything but our torso. This is torso only workout up here. And you got this. We're almost done with this one. Just a few more seconds left. It's been 1 minute. You're doing a great job. If you don't feel quite warm, you can start the warm up over and do another warm up exercise that you enjoyed. Part of doing these exercises and doing a beginner series is to really start to feel comfortable with your body in movement, especially if you have been just kind of resting in a vault or relying on a partner or a friend to help you scavenge or get your day-to-day needs met. Then, this is a great way to just understand the movement. The next section, we are going to start with even more squats. If you want to do hard mode on squats, you can grab a piece of scrap. If you have happened upon a wasteland gym of sorts, you can also grab some weights. You can grab some water bottles, use those. You can also do it just body weight. And you don't have to squat all the way down. There's a lot of variations. So for squats, again, we're gonna sit down, right? Or if you can only go this far, that's totally fine. You showed up, you're here, right? That's the main thing. So we're gonna do 3 sets of all of the next set of exercises. It's gonna be our main workout for today. So we're gonna go for 12 to 15. If you cannot do 5, try an easier version. But you should be able to do 5 of every exercise. If you can't, try the modified version until you can do, 10 to 20 of the modified version. So we're gonna start with air squats and grab my 2 12-pound weights. And let's begin. So feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly out. I put my feet a little higher, a little wider than shoulder width because I just have some tight hips. It seems to help me get a little more depth. That was 3. You want to go slow. 4, depending on your goals. If you can do a slower eccentric, pre-war studies show that the eccentric movement or the movement on the way down is the way you can build more muscle, but you do need to add weight. I think that's 7. So we're gonna go 8. And you can put them on your shoulders too. 9, 10, 11, 12. We're just gonna do 3 more. I'm gonna show you another hard mode. 13, 14, 15. All right, we are almost done with our entire workout. It's so far. And you should be really proud of yourself. The exercise we're gonna do is knee push-ups. So I have the best space to show you So knee push-ups. You want to have a really straight back. So this is not necessarily easy mode, right? If you have problems with your knees, if you have problems with your elbows, you may want to do wall push-ups, which same concept as a wall push-up, okay? So we're just gonna go, we want to lead with our chest. If you can go all the way down to the ground, that's great. If you cannot, that is also fine. So let's do 15 of these. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you need to go slower, that's okay too. The slower you go, the harder it's going to be though. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, we're just doing 15. Once you can get to 20 or 25 of these, you should be able to do a regular push-up. Again, you can just do an incline, which just means you would do it off of something like a little bit high up, right? It should be a lot easier. You can do different hand placements. I prefer to do them kind of straight in front of me, like either like this, so my elbows are going like this. You can also make it so your elbows are going out. You can do a diamond if you really want to challenge yourself. Is for our entire posterior chain. I like to call these the man-to-man exercises. So I'm going to try to engage all of these muscles in the back, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put our manta ray fins out like this and lift our legs off the ground as much as we can. Your whole core should be engaged. We're just going to do this for 5 seconds, okay? So we're going to do this, I'm sorry, 3 seconds. So let's go for 10 for 3 seconds. This can be particularly hard if you have not worked out in a long time. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Relax. 1, 2, 3. Relax. That's 2. 3, 2, 3. Relax. 4, 2, 3. Relax. 5, 2, 3. Relax. 6, 2, 3. Relax. 7, 2, 3. Relax. Almost there. 8, 2, 3. Relax. Oh yeah. 9, 2, 3. Relax. And 10, 2, 3. Hold this one if you can. All right. Okay, just one more exercise, gang. We're almost there. The next exercise we're going to do is plank. This is not everyone's favorite, but this is like your entire core getting stronger, right? It is a really important exercise. It will serve you well in the wasteland. A 30-second plank. You can try to get your body as straight as possible. And we're just gonna go on our forearms, 30 seconds. I have the timer going. You can do anything for 30 seconds. If this is not available to you, do 10 seconds, do 5 seconds. Do what you can and get back up and do more. You're almost there. It's only 30 seconds. If you want a little challenge, you can do oblique dips. Well, 30 seconds is already up. So let's do the whole series over again. We're back on our air squats. I'm not changing my camera mode. We're already familiarizing ourselves with squats. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget, drink water when you need to. 5, 6, take a break. 7, 8, 9, 10, just 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, let's take a little break. All right, we're gonna go to our push-ups again. If you would like to try something a little bit harder and you happen to have your weights, you can try these devil's push-ups, I think they're called. So we're gonna do one down, and then we're gonna do one of these. As you can tell, I haven't done these in a while. We're gonna do one of these. It's gonna require a lot of core strength. And you can go down into like a decline push-up on these, okay? So that's gonna make it way harder. Otherwise, just back to the inclines, right? So that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I know earlier I said we were gonna do 3 sets, but I think we're gonna do 2. Back to our manta mans. Okay, and we're arms out like we're flying. Legs up if you can do it. If you can only do your legs, if you can only do your arms, no problem. You're still doing it. You still showed up. That's the important thing. Progress over perfection. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Rest. 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 Oh shit, I forgot to count. Is that 5? I don't know. Let's pretend it was. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. And we're going to do 12 because I didn't count because I'm not sure how many this actually is. 10, 2, 3. 11, 2, 3. 12, 2, 3. Okay, we're back to doing planks. Again, if you want to challenge yourself, you can do oblique twists the whole time. You can do these up downs. You can do this just straight up like this. You can do these kind of forward movements, which really engages your abs. Okay. You can do these up downs. I already said that. And oblique crunches. It's only 30 seconds. If you can only do it for 5, if you can only do it for 10, you're still doing it. So that was 30 seconds. That's it. You did it. Let's cool down. The next section, we're just going to do a forward fold. If this is available to you, great. Do as much as you can without injuring yourself. If there's pain, don't do it. Okay, so just a forward fold. Feet. I don't know if this needs to be said, but before starting any exercise program, please consult your favorite Wasteland doctor. Shoulder width apart. And we're going to hinge at the hips. You see, I'm not doing this. I have straight back. I'm hinging at the hips and then folding over, right? I mean, there's still going to be some back bend there. What you want to feel is this stretch in your hamstrings, which is this long muscle in the back of your legs. If you're able to touch your feet or the floor, that's great. If you're not, that's okay too. We will get there. If you're able to do this with your legs straight, excellent. If not, if you need a lot of bend, that's okay too. Whatever your anatomy right now allows you to do. Okay, we're gonna come back up. Oh, my lights started going crazy. The next cool down or stretching exercise we're gonna do is a quad stretch. If you need to sit down or brace yourself to do this exercise, that is okay. So what I want you to do is grab your foot if that's available to you. Again, you may need to do this sitting down. You're just gonna grab your foot. You can use both hands if that's available to you and really pull that toe towards you, towards your butt, towards your back. You're really gonna feel a nice stretch here in your hamstring. We're just gonna do this for a few seconds, okay? Same thing on the other side. Let's go. Grab that leg. Ooh. One of the things that really helps is to find a point to stare at in front of you. Just really give it a nice stretch. Just hold it there for a few seconds. We're almost done. You're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. What we're going to do is a child's pose. Now there's a couple of variations of this. When I was much bigger, I had to do my knees apart to accommodate from the larger belly that I used to have. And you're just gonna kind of come down. Take some big deep breaths here through your diaphragm. Again, there's another variation. Creates a nice stretch in the back and your lat muscles. It's an overall resting pose. If you need to relax your arms, you can do that. Let's just take some big deep breaths. And then one final one to cool us all the way down is the cat cow. The cat cow, you're gonna wanna have your, we can't really see, can we? Your hands kind of almost directly underneath your shoulders. Your fingers spread wide apart to give you a nice foundation, and your knees kind of directly under your hips. We're gonna pretend like there is a string connected to coming out of our belly button, and also the same spot on our back. Okay, so we're gonna push the middle of our back up towards the ceiling or the sky, depending on where you are. And then we're gonna come back down, like really pretend like there is a string coming out of your belly button being pushed to the ground. And we're gonna breathe through these. So I'm gonna, when I push the air out, when I breathe out, I'm gonna push my back up into the sky. And then when I breathe in, wait, should it be that way? Yeah, so breathe in. Yeah, so breathe in, breathe out. Okay, ready? Let's do it together. And if you would like to take a few breaths in that cat-cow pose, you can. I'm going to take just another couple breaths here in the child's pose. And that's it. You did it. I hope this first round of workouts is helping somebody out there in the waist get a little bit stronger, get a little bit more agile, build your endurance, and really, you know, becoming that next version of yourself, leveling up. And until next time, leave a comment down below in the uplink chain to let me know what you'd like to see next. If you're enjoying a beginner series, if you want something a little bit more challenging, I'm totally open to feedback. And stay strong out there.